Good day, everyone. I wanted to make a video on cutting a fence down to size. I never found one on YouTube for the Freedom vinyl fence that they sell at Lowe's, so I figured I'd make one. I already started cutting, but I just wanted to go through the steps just because I hadn't seen one before. So I have my gate post already in, and this is the post that goes against the wall. And I know I don't have room for a full panel. So here's what I did. The first thing you want to do is take your full-size bottom rail, and what you'll do is insert it into the hole for the bottom rail. Now, taking it out is not that easy, but if you lift the bottom rail up and kind of turn it sideways and get some of the flanges out on one side, then you can move it to the opposite side and pull it out. You might have to, lift it up at a steeper angle. That's Calvin, by the way. So I inserted the bottom rail in there, and you want to go just past those flanges. I don't want to do it again because it takes a little bit to get them out. And if you just want to measure, you don't even have to put them all the way in. I just do it because it just works out. Now, when you come over to this side, what I did is I actually made my line about halfway, because I think it was about a ½ inch for those flanges. And it's just centered, and that way you have a lot of play because you can go in and out of the holes in the actual post, and that works great. Now, to complete this task, I recommend your jigsaw, and if they make a longer blade than that, I recommend getting it. I only have the small blade, so I'll show you what I did. As you can probably see, the blade is not long enough to go all the way through that side. So what I did is I actually sawed through about halfway, and then I'll flip it over and do it on the other side. So now I started my cut on the other side, and once you get to about here, the blade will go all the way through. And voila. And your cut doesn't have to be perfect because it's going inside the hole. So that was one thing I worried about, and I worried about these flanges, but if your posts are tight, you don't even have to worry about that. Now, since I've been working all week on installing the fence and I want to go metal detecting because it's Friday, I'm just going to show you what you'll need for the actual panel. I recommend using your table saw, and I think I have like your basic blade works fine. You don't have to get a fancy blade for it and spend $20-30. Just a regular blade for kind of fine wood to semi-coarse. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but this video is free, so enjoy. And then you set it and you rip down the side you need. Now, when you measure, if you're measuring from the male end, just measure from just inside the actual male end. And if you're doing the female end, well, I guess you just don't have to worry because it's flush.